Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. I'm Irdina Amani and I'm going to tell you about the book I read. Last week I had read a compilation of short scary fairy tales. There were 5 stories in it. The stories were a bit different from the original fairy tales we used to read. One of the stories caught my interest and I'll share with you. The title is The Witch. It was about a twin, a boy and a girl, whose mother died for many years. Their father then married an evil woman. She was very cruel when she constantly beat and half-starved both the children. One day, she came up with an evil idea to send them to their granny deep in the wood. Then the twins left the house with only a bottle of milk, a piece of ham, and a hunk of bread. They called their granny the witch. Eventually, the children saw a little hut in the thickest of the tree. Nervously, they peeped inside and there lay the witch with her head on the threshold, a foot in each corner, and her knee cocked up almost touching the ceiling. The witch warned them if they can't please her, she'll cook them in the oven. Then the witch sat the girl down to spin the yarn and give the boy sieve to carry the water from the well. The girl began weeping bitterly because she could not spin, but suddenly she heard hundreds of little feet from every hole in the hut. Mice came pattering, squeaking, and telling her they will help her if she gave them some bread. She gave them some of her bread and she set to the woods to meet her brother. He was in great trouble because he could not use the sieve to carry the water as it came pouring out as fast as he put it in. All of a sudden, a flight of wind alighted on the ground beside them and asked to give some crumbs, and the water will stay in the sieve. So he did, and soon he managed to carry the sieve full of water into the hut without spilling a drop. When they get to the hut, a cat helped them to escape by giving them a pocket handkerchief and a comb. The witch was pleased that day and promised to give harder tasks. The next day, half dead with fright, the poor children lay down to sleep on the heap of straw in the corner of the hut. The next day, they tried to escape, but they had to pass through the witch servant. First, they meet the witch watchdog, who was going to tear them into pieces, but they threw the remains of their bread to him, and he ate it and wagged his tail. Then they were hindered by the birch tree, whose branches almost put their eyes out. But the little sister tied the twins together with her ribbon, and they got past passively and come out on the open field. A moment later, the witch realized that the children had escaped. She was furious and quickly chased them. The cat, the watchdog, and the birch tree betrayed her because she was too mean to her. She never even gave some crumbs to the dog, like not even tied a bit of twine at the birch tree branches. The witch finally saw them and tried to catch them both. The girl looked at the two items given by the cat. She thought it might be magical. So the children used the handkerchief and the comb to escape. It turned into Broad River and dense forest to distract the witch and giving enough time for them to run as fast as they could straight toward home. They told her father the whole story. He was angry with their stepmother. He drove her out of the house, never let her return. Then he and the children lived happily ever after. Thank you.